So I wanted to make this video because normally when I upload a video to YouTube on my PC, you guys really don't get to see what type of footage is actually shown because YouTube likes to compress the video so badly. It looks like Vaseline is thrown on the video if you try to put it to full screen mode. It just doesn't really work out because YouTube ends up fucking it up by compressing it. So I'm making this video dedicated to show you that basically YouTube does fuck up your footage, and if you go to the link below to Mediafire and download it, make sure you have some sort of Mediafire thing playing, because you don't have like a program like VLC or anything to play videos on your computer, probably won't run it, but probably might want to download VLC player in case you don't have something to play videos on your computer. But you're going to download that file, then you're going to play the video, and you'll basically see the full graphic potential of a gaming PC. And it's very amazing. Like, I don't know why I noticed it. Like, I didn't notice it before, but I noticed it today. Maybe it's because I've been playing with textures on high instead of very high, and I just switched it back to very high today. But the graphics looked really realistic. I wouldn't want it to be more realistic than what's shown in the footage, because it is really realistic, and I had fun playing and looking at the graphics. At this point, graphics do matter in a video game, because I was fucking enjoying myself looking at the metal's realistic reflection and stuff, and looking at the grass and how it was like really sharp. On console, you just don't get that. When I played Grand Theft Auto on console with my sister back when we were actually still playing and we didn't really have beef with each other, I was looking at the graphics and they were decent, but Grand Theft Auto on console is nowhere near Grand Theft Auto on PC. And if you are watching the video that you downloaded, then you'll see why. It's just really sharp on PC, and on console it's not really sharp at all. The graphics aren't bad on PC, they're actually pretty good. Matter of fact, they're better than last generation. And that's the good thing about PS4 and Xbox One, is that at least the graphics are really sharp and not blurry as hell, because I remember PS3 had the worst graphics at all. I couldn't really play those games on PS3 because they were really fucking blurry, and they pissed me off because it's almost like you couldn't see. Everything from a far distance was blurry. It looked like muddy textures and looked like you were about to fucking go through the floor, because the floor was sort of transparent or whatever you want to call it. It's really hard to explain, but graphics on PS3 were not good. The graphics on Xbox 360 were amazing. They were as sharp as a PC almost. But you know, the only problem with Xbox 360 is the low frame rate. It would be like sometimes 25 and it would have a hard time going to 30 FPS. So that was probably the only bad thing, but the graphics were amazing on the Xbox 360. And then we have these current consoles, the graphics are even more awesome. But then you have PC, which has better graphics. And I'm not trying to fucking basically, tease and make fun of stuff, but it's just obvious that the PC is light years ahead of the consoles, and I don't understand why the consoles really have to be this underpowered. If they would have put more beefier specs in it, and I'm pretty sure it wouldn't cost that much to make it a little more beefier, but basically the consoles can't even have 1080p 60 FPS by default. You either hear it 900p 60 FPS or 1080p 30 FPS, if the Xbox is even lucky to even hit 1080p. But that's just a problem with these consoles, and that's why I switched to PC. But when I switched to PC, I did not expect it to be this good. It's like everything I wanted on the console version of the game, I actually got on the PC version. Because I'd be looking at, no matter what, I'd be looking at any game, and I'd be like, man, it needs to be sharper than this. I wish it could be sharper than this. Now when you go on PC, it's like, it is sharp. It is ultra realistic looking. But, nobody gets to see that because they don't have the power to basically build their own PC. Like, they don't have the knowledge. They don't have the money most of the time. so they're not even gonna bother with it. But that's all I gotta really say about the subject. Download the video. And if you don't have a really good monitor, you're watching this on a tube monitor that's square and stuff like that, chances are you're probably not going to see a difference anyways. Chances are you basically won't be able to see it unless you have a LED LCD monitor that's really sharp looking. Your best bet is just to plug your fucking HD TV into your computer to see what I'm talking about. But I'm out.